So what we're showing here, actually I wouldn't say a launch, it's more of a technology statement because we haven't really announced a price or a ship date outside of in 2012, which could end up being New Year's Eve, but in 2012. So this is the Canon C500 4K, built on the chassis for the C300, which we introduced in November, which is our HD piece, and still I believe the world's best HD camcorder ever built, clearly. But using the same sensor as the C300, the 4K sensor that's in the 300, we're now coming out on this side through 3G in a 4K signal. So this camera records 4K outside, not on board. You can still record the 50 megabit MX files to the cards as proxy files, so you have a very high-res proxy file and 4K out the side. Now this one, we did a film called Man and Beast, which was shot by Jeff Cronenworth. 12 stops of latitude, all what you would expect in a standard digital cinema style camera, recording 4K to an outboard recorder. Also looking at our 14.5 to 60 cinema lens in an EOS mount. This camera will be available in PL or EOS. The previous camera that we looked at, the 1DC, will only be an EOS mount. Everything internally is a C300 on steroids. You've got the 1920, but you've also got 2K and a few different options for compression to compact flash. But all 4K recording on this camera is done externally. In the 4K, we're actually taking a Canon RAW or a RAW feed out to it, so you'll record RAW footage to your drives, and then through the software that we're going to provide, do your DBR pattern in the software, and then take it into edit. So what you're really getting is that RAW signal right off the sensor. So really, there's no codec yet until it comes off, and then you decide what you're going to wrap it in. You'll use our software to debar it, but then you'll wrap it however you choose to wrap it. So now, recording two cards, though, you will use the Canon log or the Canon codec, which is 50 megabit 422 codec when you're on the cards.